Hello and welcome to the Kopala TV main news. We get straight into the headlines. Opposition Rainbow Party questions government's decision to ban political activities on the Copperbelt. NGO talks social and economic rights. Bishop Joseph Casilla appears in court. And in foreign news, Israel has welcomed the US new plan for the Middle East. Join us after this. To present the Kopala TV main news, my name is Wabwila Musongole. The decision by the Minister of Home Affairs, Stephen Kampyongo, to ban political activities on the Copperbelt has received mixed reactions. Political activities in the region have been temporarily halted owing to the unstable security situation in the region. Monica Baidu has the rest of the details.
The security situation in some parts of the Copperbelt remains tense and highly unstable. Following reports of alleged ritual killings and gassing of households in Chingola district, fear has gripped the entire region. People on the Copperbelt are living in fear, and it is not business as usual as the security situation is still uncertain. On their part, security agencies are on the ground trying to ensure that normalcy returns to the Copperbelt. Home Affairs Minister Stephen Kampyongo has set up base in Chingola. Mr. Kampyongo has temporarily banned all political activities on the Copperbelt until the security situation normalizes. The minister has vowed to only leave the mining region until persons linked to the criminal acts in Chingola are brought to book. The Deputy Inspector General of Police, Boni Kapeso, is also part of the delegation that is on the ground. Several suspects have been rounded up, and an unidentified man suspected to be connected to the gassing of households in Chingola has been arrested. However, the decision by the Minister of Home Affairs to temporarily ban political activities has not gone down well with the opposition Rainbow Party. Rainbow Party Deputy National Spokesperson Humphrey Kawe says there is no law that compels the Home Affairs Minister to ban political activities on the Copperbelt.
I think the Minister is off track and is against the law. There is no law that the Minister is trying to use. The law doesn't say when there is a situation which is not fine in the country or in any area, people should not assemble.
But two prominent human rights organizations have backed the decision by the government to temporarily ban political activities in Chingola. The Southern Africa Center for the Constructive Resolution of Disputes, SACOD, says government has a responsibility to protect citizens from any inimical activities.
Well, from a SACOD point of view, we believe that any government has got a responsibility to ensure that they protect their citizens from any impending harm or any potential harm that may inflict their citizens depending on the prevailing political, economic, or social environment where safety, peace, and security is concerned.
The Democratic Governance and Human Rights Advocates DEGA National Coordinator Gerald Mutelo says the ban on political activities should only be lifted after normalcy returns to the Copperbelt. Monica Baidu, Kopala TV News, Kitwe.
Caritas Zambia Executive Director Eugene Kavilika has called for enhanced rule of law in the country. Mr. Kavilika says government should allow citizens to enjoy their basic human rights by allowing them access to information, freedom of speech and assembly. The Caritas Zambia Executive Director said this in an interview with Kopala TV News in Lusaka.
Of course, apart from the priorities that the government has chosen in the budget, but we want to see more to improve on the rule of law so that all players will be treated equally in terms of accessing information, in terms of freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, and organizing, especially political parties, and also the work that civil society are doing. That's one area.
The Jesuit Center for Theological Reflection, JCTR, says there is need to educate members of the public on their economic, social and cultural rights. Victoria Mokopo has the rest of the details in the following report.
The Constitution of Zambia under Article 112, among others, states that every citizen has the right to adequate standards of living, including food, clothing, housing, among others. Closely interpreted, this means that the government has an obligation to provide citizens with social security, education, and a healthy environment. However, most citizens seem to be ignorant on this important aspect of the law enshrined in the Republican Constitution. The JCTR says these rights are non-negotiable. The non-governmental organization has since embarked on a campaign to educate citizens on this aspect of the law. Under this initiative, the JCTR has targeted Kitwe district where it will hold sensitization meetings with members of the community, educating them on their economic and cultural rights. The JCTR has held its first consultative meeting in Usakile constituency. JCTR Program Officer Michomizi Diodone says economic and cultural rights, these are second-generation rights that ensure that people enjoy dignity of life.
As JCTR, we've been advocating for these rights in communities, and so today we are engaging youth bearers and community members to train them and make them understand what economic and social cultural rights are and the approaches that they should take to ensure that these rights are fulfilled and the people of Zambia are enjoying dignity of life.
The JCTR is disappointed that most people are ignorant on these important aspects of their rights.
So the right to education depends on the right to food, because you need to eat. It also depends on the right to health. You cannot go to school if you're not feeling well. So human rights cannot be separated.
Civic leaders from the Kitwe City Council, other non-governmental organizations, and community members attended the meeting. Victoria Mukpo, Kopala TV News in Kitwe.
The opposition Patriots for Economic Progress, PEP, is happy that the Zambia Revenue Authority, ZRA, has successfully migrated to an indigenous online tax system. PEP leader Sean Tembo says the new system has proved to be efficient. An Indian firm, Tata Consultancy, developed the system in collaboration with the ZRA and the Copperbelt University, CBU.
We are very happy with this development because it is always important to promote local products. And also, by migrating to a locally developed tax online system, we are able to save some foreign exchange. And it is also hoped that the Copperbelt University will be able to patent this system and be able to export it to other countries in the region and in the process earn some foreign exchange for this country.
The Pharmaceutical Society of Zambia has asked the Ministry of Health to put in place stringent regulations and guidelines in the management and handling of drugs in public health institutions. Society President Jerome Sikanyika says the current management of drugs has a number of lacunas. Mr. Sikanyika is saddened that cases of drugs and other essential medicines finding themselves on the black market is on the increase. Last week, the Treatment Advocacy and Literacy Campaign disclosed that ARVs are being abused by HIV-negative drug addicts.
One, we have received some reports, especially on the use of ARVs by the members of the public. And we have also noted with concern and sadness in the way people are abusing the ARVs, where they are mixing ARVs with cannabis and all that. We are asking the members of the public to deter from using ARVs in such a way, because once they continue using that, they'll find that they may develop some resistance when that time someone had the infection. They will develop the resistance of them getting being treated when they want to put them on a treatment. So that use is not also good. Then not only that, it will also deteriorate their mental capacity. Then someone may turn out to be a garbage.
In case you have just tuned in, you are watching the Kopala TV main news. Join us after this. Samaria Limited is a versatile company dedicated to meeting every need any of our customers may have. With us, you're guaranteed to have a pleasant and easy shopping experience with the best returns for your money's worth We guarantee the best customer service in addition to the finest quality beverages at affordable prices. We have all your hardware requirements, from roofing sheets, wiring, piping, and much more. At Samaria Limited, we believe in good workmanship. Working well with one another is what gets our job done. Stationery is an essential. Whether it's a pencil for your personal drawings and designs, or a roll of paper for the company printer, we've got you covered. We stock various brands simply for your preference. We have an Airtel booth within our premises with airtime ready and available for all customers. We also offer Airtel Money services for easy money transactions and efficient clerks to attend to you, ensuring a fast and smooth procedure. If you're in need of any electronics, our store should be your go-to, with appliances ranging from household specifics to industrial commodities such as generators and inverters. If you need it, we have it. Our wholesale store stocks the best quality in food and other products, including cleaning necessities. And above all, our affordable prices ensure that you know how much we value you. You can find Samaria Limited along President Avenue North, opposite Zambia Railways in Dola, or call us on 0212 613 336 or 0212 619 992. Samaria Limited, your one-stop center for all you need.
Looking for an opportunity to grow your business? Well, Kopala TV has good news for all small-scale businesses. You can now advertise on Kopala TV's Makwebo. Bonseba na mayo na bashtata. Iseni mulangishe amakwebo yenu pamutengo uachepa nga 100 kwacha. Yes, you heard right. For as low as 100 kwacha, your business will get its peak. Whatever the business, we will advertise. All you need to do is send a text of what your business offers, indicating the name, location, and contact details to the number below. Payment for the advertising spot can be made through MTN mobile money on the number down below. Makwebo, make your business known.
Welcome back. Prominent Chingola clergyman Bishop Joseph Casilla has appeared in the Chingola Magistrates Court over seditious charges. Blessings Malama has the rest of the details in the following report.
Prominent Chingola clergyman Bishop Joseph Casilla has pleaded not guilty to one account of seditious intentions. Casilla made the plea before Chingola Magistrate Stephen Mabona. Casilla, 61, the General Overseer of Life Gospel Ministries International, was initially arrested on January 24, 2020 for seditious intentions. Particulars of the offense are that Casilla of plot number 4471B of Chingola's Riverside area did incite violence when he called on residents of Chingola on a local radio station to arm and defend themselves against ritual killers. He was picked up right from the radio station and has since been in custody. Since then. Casilla has been granted cash bail of 5,000 kwacha in his own recognizance, with 2 working sureties working from reputable organizations after his legal counsel Oswald Hatembula of VN Michelo and partners had made an application. The matter has been adjourned to February 7th, 2020 for commencement of trial. Blessings Malama, Kopala TV News in Chingola.
The Lusaka Magistrates Court has adjourned to February 3rd, 2020, the matter in which opposition NDC leader Chishimba Kambwili has been dragged to court for allegedly defaming President Edgar Lungu. Opposition New Congress Party NCP leader Peter Chanda has dragged Dr. Kambwili to court. The matter is before Felix Kauma. In case you have just tuned in, you're watching the Kopala TV main news. Join us after this. Samaria Limited is a versatile company dedicated to meeting every need any of our customers may have. With us, you're guaranteed to have a pleasant and easy shopping experience with the best returns for your money's worth. We guarantee the best customer service in addition to the finest quality beverages at affordable prices. We have all your hardware requirements, from roofing sheets, wiring, piping, and much more. At Samaria Limited, we believe in good workmanship. Working well with one another is what gets our job done. Stationery is an essential. Whether it's a pencil for your personal drawings and designs, or a roll of paper for the company printer, we've got you covered. We stock various brands simply for your preference. We have an Airtel booth within our premises with airtime ready and available for all customers. We also offer Airtel Money services for easy money transactions and efficient clerks to attend to you, ensuring a fast and smooth procedure. If you're in need of any electronics, our store should be your go-to. With appliances ranging from household specifics to industrial commodities such as generators and inverters, if you need it, we have it. Our wholesale store stocks the best quality in food and other products, including cleaning necessities. And above all, our affordable prices ensure that you know how much we value you. You can find Samaria Limited along President Avenue North, opposite Zambia Railways in Dola, or call us on 0212 613 336 or 0212 619 992. Samaria Limited, your one-stop center for all you need.
Looking for an opportunity to grow your business? Well, Kopala TV has good news for all small-scale businesses. You can now advertise on Kopala TV's Makwebo. Bonseba na mayo na bashtata. Iseni mulangishe amakwebo yenu pamutengo uachepa nga 100 kwacha. Yes, you heard right. For as low as 100 kwacha, your business will get its peak. Whatever the business, we will advertise. All you need to do is send a text of what your business offers, indicating the name, location, and contact details to the number below. Payment for the advertising spot can be made through MTN mobile money on the number down below. Makwebo, make your business known.
Welcome back. In foreign news, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has welcomed United States President Donald Trump's new plan for the Middle East, saying it is a realistic path to durable peace. The U.S. President made his long-awaited plan known at the White House alongside the Israeli Prime Minister. Al Jazeera has the rest of the details.
For days, Benjamin Netanyahu had been talking up the prospects of a historic opportunity for Israel. With the plan unveiled, he spelled out what that opportunity was for: annexation.
Thanks to you, Mr. President, these areas and so many others that for millennia have been etched in the soul of the Jewish people and have fired the imaginations of millions of people around the world and across the world. These areas will now be recognized by the United States as a permanent part of the Jewish state.
The places in question, Israeli settlements in the occupied West Bank, considered illegal under international law. For so long seen as a major obstacle to peace, now greenlit by the Trump administration to be recognized as sovereign Israeli land. The US envisioned Palestinian state would be strung between and around those Israeli zones, connected by tunnels, bridges and highways. The Prime Minister's office confirmed that settlement annexation would be put to a cabinet vote this coming Sunday, a month to the day before Israel's latest parliamentary election. In his campaign, Netanyahu will also be able to point to another declaration, that under the plan, Jerusalem would be Israel's undivided capital, an idea seemingly in tension with President Trump's insistence that he was also doing something for the Palestinians on Jerusalem.
This map will more than double the Palestinian territory and provide a Palestinian capital in eastern Jerusalem, where America will proudly open an embassy.
But with the release of the full text came the answer. Only neighborhoods outside the Israeli wall, cut off from the city proper, would constitute such a Palestinian capital. The old city would fall under Israeli sovereignty, its holy sites, including the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound, known to Jews as the Temple Mount, remaining under Jordanian stewardship.
Israel will work closely with a wonderful person, a wonderful man, the King of Jordan, to ensure that the status quo of the Temple Mount is preserved and strong measures are taken to ensure that all Muslims who wish to visit peacefully and pray at the Al-Aqsa Mosque will be able to do so.
For the Israeli right wing, the deal wasn't good enough. Defense Minister Naftali Bennett committing to ensure that Israel never recognized a Palestinian state in any form. For all Benjamin Netanyahu's triumphant celebration in Washington, it's worth noting that here in Jerusalem, it was the same day that he gave up on his bid for parliamentary immunity in 3 separate corruption cases. The same day that charges of bribery, fraud and breach of trust were lodged in court, starting the countdown to his criminal trial. The party of Netanyahu's main political rival, Benny Gantz, welcomed the plan as the basis for talks, but said that it required a stable government headed by someone not under indictment over corruption.
Thank you.
For now, though, Netanyahu remains in charge of a caretaker government, and he's not waiting for the election to start acting on Trump's green light. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, West Jerusalem.
And finally, in foreign news, the North African region of Sahara has been the subject of violent attacks and child abductions, forcing 670,000 children from their homes last year. This year, the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF, says about 5 million children from that region will need aid. Al Jazeera once again.
Across large parts of West and Central Africa, these scenes are all too familiar. A village burned in an attack, and families on the run, carrying whatever they can.
7 months ago, we had to flee our village because armed groups arrived. They killed and took away some of the villagers. We got scared, so we fled and took refuge here in Kaya.
Nabila is among 5 million children the UN says will need aid in the region this year, the most vulnerable, now increasingly at risk.
The children are directly impacted by the armed violence because children do not have access anymore to education, to health facilities and to social services in general. But also we have noticed an increase in grave violations against children last year compared to the previous years.
UNICEF says hundreds of thousands of children have lived through trauma, been sexually abused, kidnapped or forced to fight for armed groups. The UN Secretary-General has warned the world is losing the war in the Sahel. Fighters affiliated with Al-Qaeda and ISIL have increased their presence in the region. They've also stoked ethnic violence. Thousands of troops have been deployed to the area from the Sahel countries, but also France and the US. The French Minister for the Armed Forces was in Washington on Monday. She says expected cuts by the Pentagon to its Africa mission would severely limit counter-terror operations.
Our friends in the Sahel are in a situation where our assistance is critical, and I have expressed the hope that both the United States and France will keep on supporting them.
But the impact of the conflict goes beyond violence. There's hunger too, and not enough water. 670,000 children have been forced from their homes into camps like this, set up in what used to be a school. This little boy may be in a classroom, but there's no maths or science here, just tough life lessons, taught too soon. Alexia O'Brien, Al Jazeera.
And in sports news, soccer fans are happy that the Football Association of Zambia, FAZ, has finally signed a deal with Serbian trainer Milutin Sredojevic, popularly known as Micho, to drill the Chipolopolo boys. Joshua Mwetoa has the rest of the details in the following report.
Soccer fans in Quito have expressed excitement that the Chipolopolo boys finally have a new coach. Fans have appealed to FAZ not to disturb the Serbian trainer popularly known as Micho. The fans have accused FAZ of meddling into the affairs of the soccer body, adding that FAZ is to blame for the failure by the Chipolopolo boys to qualify to Africa Cup finals. since 2012.
What the government has done is good in terms of us soccer fans.
The coach is very much welcome, and this is what we have been waiting for. So all what we need is performance.
Meanwhile, soccer analyst Lakson Mwale has welcomed the idea of employing Mitchell as he fully understands African football.
I think we needed a coach as soon as yesterday. So probably with the AFCON qualifiers coming, and of course which we've missed for 2 years now. And of course the 2 AFCONs haven't qualified. And of course the World Cup qualifiers coming through somewhere in August. So probably this is what we need. For me, I feel he's a good coach. He's been in the books of Rwanda, the likes of Orlando Pirates. And of course I coached Uganda. Lastly, before coming to Zambia, I was in Egypt with Zamalek. So probably he's a coach who understands African football, and probably with a lot of expectations from the fans, from all the fans in Zambia. We expect a lot from him.
The new Polo Polo trainer is yet to be unveiled to the media. Joshua Mwetwa, Kopala TV News in Kitwe.
To end the Kopala TV main news, we take a look at the headlines once again. Opposition Rainbow Party questions government's decision to ban political activities on the Copperbelt. NGO talks social and economic rights. Bishop Joseph Casilla appears in court. And in foreign news, Israel has welcomed the US new plan for the Middle East. Thank you for watching the Kopala TV main news. My name is Wabwila Musongole. God bless.